And he says that he has been given 6 names. He's waiting for them to be 10 so that he can get his 10 years. I think the mental health is a situation here.
Kalonzo Musyoka is alleging that President William Ruto might be having a mental problem. I want us to listen to him speaking before we proceed.
Instruments of power. Because it will be his responsibility to do what Uhuru Kenyatta did. All right? And to show that institutions must work. But he's trying even to ruin the judiciary. Therefore, we will say no. Parliament has already been compromised. And you know, you saw that young man here. On the 25th of June last year, Parliament was impeached by the people of Kenya, exercising their right under Constitution 2010, a proper legacy handed over to us by Mzee Kibaki, and of course, those of us who are there. Yeah. They say under Article 1, the sovereign power is vested in the Kenyan people, belongs to the Kenyan people. And the people can exercise it in 2 ways, either directly or through their elected representatives. Now, the elected representatives failed them by coming over this over-taxation and the burden and kila kitu. And so the young people said, we will take our country back. They went to Parliament on the 25th of June through the Gen Z revolution, which in my view is ongoing, because those young people are still angry. You can't appease them by driving around the streets of Nairobi, killing foreigners, inviting foreign rebels to the country, declaring parallel governments in this country. And then you see what has happened. The generals in Khartoum have now said no imports of Kenyan tea to that country. And this is a tea drinking country. See some of these, even in terms of diplomatic conduct, a messy situation. The state of the nation is actually a mess. Now, the only probably little good thing is the chapati. But you know, even William is corrupting chapati. He says his name is El Chapati or El Chapo, El Chapo or something. I don't know how, you know, it's a basically good idea to eat chapati. But why don't you give Mama Mbogas in Kangemi, in Utawala, Mama Mbogas in Madare, to make those chapatis and give them a contract to supply to Toi Primary School, to other places. So confusion even then. And he says that he has been given 6 names. He's waiting for them to be 10 so that he can get his 10 years. I think the mental health is a situation here. I think we have to check on the mental health of the chief executive of this country. That he thinks by giving him 10 names, and they're all very well elaborated, that translates to 10 years. Mental health, Sylvia. So I don't want to continue to bore you, but we are here just basically to say thank you to God for having.
In case this is your first time on the Spot Check YouTube channel, kindly support us by subscribing and turning on the notifications bell. We are on a mission to 7,000 subscribers before the end of this month. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for supporting this YouTube channel. Allow me to ask you this question. Do you think President William Ruto is having a mental problem? Now, before we get to why Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is alleging that he's having a mental problem, let us understand his statement. Now, according to Wiper Party leader, is saying that Parliament has been captured, and the reality on the ground, let us stop beating about the bush. It is clear Parliament has been captured. Nowadays, it is so difficult to understand whether Parliament is providing oversight. Are they checking whatever the executive is doing? Are they genuine? Because nowadays they can be called, some of them can be called at State House, given direction, and that is what they will follow. And I agree with Kalonzo Musyoka when he says that Parliament has been captured, and this is evident in 2023 when they were passing the finance bill of that particular year. Now, 2024, they did not listen to the people of Kenya, especially Kimani Ichung'wah, said that they had already made a decision that they were going to pass the finance bill of the year 2024, despite the fact Kenyans rejected it. And this also resulted to the Gen Z coming out in large numbers to protest that finance bill. Imagine losing lives because Parliament has refused to listen to the people of Kenya. Because I believe none of those members of parliament elected themselves to the National Assembly. That is the reality on the ground. Let us not lie to each other. Now, with them listening to government, and right now you can even see ODM MPs and those who are still loyal to President William Ruto, they are together. They can be called at State House at any time, and they will not listen to anything that Kenyans will be saying. The only thing you can do, wait for them in 2027, then vote for someone who can listen to your problems. Number two, the former vice president is talking about the capture of the judiciary. Now, many people have been saying that the judiciary has been captured. I don't have an evidence to support this argument, whether it has been captured or not. But what I know that I think in the beginning of the year 2024, there was an attack on the judiciary, and we saw what the Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya did. She went to State House, and I don't know what deal they strike, but I don't have evidence to support my argument, the argument that the judiciary has been captured. Now, this story to do with mental health, it is something that I think many Kenyans have been arguing in a certain way. For example, that the head of state has been making promises that it can't fulfill. Remember, during the campaign period, the head of state promised so many things. For example, free Wi-Fi, we kazi yako itakuwa ni kupiga simu tu. I think those were just campaign promises. But politicians should not promise what they can't deliver, because that is just a lie. You are trying to lie to people to vote you, then later you know very well that you will not even do anything. I don't know what you think. You can let me know what you think in the comment section. That is just my opinion. In case you have any counter opinion, please just leave your feedback in the comment section. Now, I promised at the end of my videos to carry out civic education. This is what you need to do. You need to register as a voter as soon as possible, and the beauty of doing that, you can participate in two types of elections. One, general elections. Two, by-elections. Number two, you need to demonetize politics. Have you ever wondered where politicians will get back their money after spending millions during the campaign period? Most of them might be tempted to mismanage public funds, and that is why they can get back their money. And lastly, remember to vote for someone with a vision, someone who can come up with a quality policy to make this nation a better place to live in. Bye for now. I will see you in the next video.